Minecraft is a world of endless creativity. A place where players can build, explore, and survive in a blocky universe that seems simple at first glance, but the more you look, the stranger it becomes. Because underneath the bright colors and calm music, there's a darker story hidden in the world of Minecraft. A story about life, death, and where everything came from. We've all fought the mobs, zombies, skeletons, creepers, and endermen, but have you ever stopped to wonder where they come from? Who made them? Why do they exist? And what dark history hides behind the code that gave them life? Let's dig deep into the mysterious origins of Minecraft's mobs and uncover the story that might explain why the overworld, the nether, and the end are all connected by one haunting truth. To understand where mobs come from, we first have to look at the world itself. Minecraft isn't a normal planet, it's broken. Its biomes are scattered, its geography is unnatural, and its history feels erased. Villages sit half-ruined, ancient structures stand abandoned, and strange portals lead to worlds that should never exist. The game doesn't tell you what happened here, but the mobs might. Because if the overworld is the world that once belonged to humanity, then the mobs are what's left of everything that went wrong. Let's start with the zombies. At first glance, they're simple, slow, groaning, brainless, but look closer. They drop rotten flesh, they burn in sunlight, and most importantly, they look just like you. Same body shape, same size, even the same animations. It's almost as if zombies are the remains of the humans who came before you. In other words, you might not be the first person to exist in this world. You might just be the latest survivor of a civilization that destroyed itself. Think about it, the abandoned villages, the ruined nether portals, the mineshafts, the strongholds. Someone built those. And maybe they created something they couldn't control. Maybe they were the ones who first opened the nether, or experimented with the end. And when things went wrong, when corruption spread across the world, their bodies didn't just die, they changed. Their souls corrupted, their minds decayed, and from the ashes of humanity came the first true mob, the zombie. Then there are the skeletons. Their story might be even darker. Some fans believe skeletons are the final stage of the zombie transformation. When the flesh finally rots away, the cursed soul remains bound to the bones, still fighting, still hunting. That's why they can shoot arrows with perfect accuracy and survive for eternity. But there's something else. In older versions of Minecraft, skeletons were known to drop bows that seemed impossible to craft. Enchanted, powerful, and ancient, so who taught them to shoot in the first place? It suggests that skeletons aren't just reanimated bones. They might be soldiers, warriors from the old world, cursed to fight forever. The last remains of an ancient army that once tried to control the nether or the end and paid the ultimate price. And then, of course, there are creepers. The strangest mob of all, silent until they're close and then they explode. They don't burn in sunlight, they don't drop bones or flesh, and their shape doesn't match anything else in the game. So what are they? The real-world story says the creeper was created accidentally, a coding error when designing pigs. But within the world of Minecraft, maybe that mistake has meaning. Maybe the creeper is the ultimate mutation, the world itself trying to fight back against whatever broke it. Think about it, creepers destroy everything around them, including themselves. They're living bombs made of pure instinct, like the planet's immune system reacting to corruption. The world has come alive, and it's angry. But the true origins of Minecraft's mobs might go far deeper, into other dimensions. Let's talk about the Nether. A fiery world filled with endless lava, fortresses, and creatures that seem half-living, half-dead. Here we find mobs like ghasts, giant floating ghosts that cry as they drift through the sky. Their sounds are eerie and childlike, echoing through the lava seas like memories of pain. Could they be the trapped souls of people who died in the Nether, their spirits doomed to wander? Or maybe they're the emotional remains of the old builders, echoes of guilt and regret made flesh. Then there are piglins, humanoid creatures obsessed with gold. They attack if you're not wearing it, trade if you offer it, and live in fortresses filled with treasure. Their behavior feels oddly familiar. Maybe piglins are what's left of humans who became corrupted by greed, explorers who came to the Nether seeking riches and slowly transformed into monsters that worship the very thing that doomed them. If that's true, then the Nether isn't just another world, it's a reflection of human sin, a realm born from greed, anger, and obsession. And beyond the Nether, there's the End. A dark, silent void ruled by the Ender Dragon and the Endermen. But who are the Endermen, really? Their long limbs, dark skin, and eerie eyes feel strangely intelligent. They pick up blocks, move them, and even build structures in the end. It's almost like they remember building. Some theories suggest Endermen are the last remnants of the old builders, humans who went too far in their experiments. They opened portals to another dimension, chasing immortality or power, and instead found nothing but emptiness. Over time, their bodies stretched, their voices vanished, and their eyes began to glow with the purple light of the void. They became something else, no longer human, but not entirely gone. And maybe that's why Endermen become hostile when you look at them. Maybe deep down, they remember what they used to be, and seeing your human face reminds them of everything they lost. When you put all of this together, a pattern starts to appear. Every mob in Minecraft seems to represent something about humanity: corruption, greed, destruction, regret. Each one tells part of the same story, a civilization that grew powerful enough to reshape reality, and in doing so, destroyed itself. The overworld became overrun with the undead. The Nether became a twisted world of greed and fire. The End became a void, a monument to obsession. And when the dust settled, the only thing that remained were monsters. Mobs that exist because of the choices made long ago. Creatures born from the echoes of human ambition. Souls trapped in a world that forgot them. And that brings us to you, the player. Who are you in this story? You wake up alone in a world full of ruins. You find villages with no one left to live in them. You rebuild, you fight back, and you try to restore balance. Maybe that's your purpose. Maybe you're not just another survivor. Maybe you're the world's final chance to start over. Because if mobs are what's left of humanity's past mistakes, then maybe you are what comes next. At its heart, Minecraft is more than just a survival game. It's a story about creation and destruction, about how every action leaves a mark on the world around us. Maybe the mobs are here to remind us that even in a world made of blocks, everything still has consequences. And maybe the reason we fight them is because we're fighting our own reflection. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the origins of Minecraft's mobs, make sure to like this video and subscribe for more lore explorations, theories, and mysteries from the gaming world. And tell me in the comments, which mob do you think has the darkest backstory? The zombie, the creeper, or the Endermen? Because in Minecraft, every creature has a past. And every block might just be a piece of a story waiting to be uncovered.